in this video I am going to try out the SolidJs framework. So like SolidJs is a front-end framework which is used to build like front-end web applications, and like I have not gone through the documentation itself, but in this video I will be like going to the documentation and coding up the and displaying the features of this framework. So so let's going after going to this website, let's see what it says. It says simple and performant reactivity for building user interfaces, uh, performant, powerful, pragmatic, and productive. So it looks like this is some it is something similar to React, at least on the basis of syntax. Okay, so let's get started. To set up the so to create a basic repository as far as it is told in the documentation, we need to use the degit, and I'm going to copy this. Now this npx degit solidjs /template /ts /myapp. So ts is the TypeScript boilerplate, and I will name it as solidjs -demo. So it is installing. It is saying major version update, but let us see. So this has been installed. Now it is saying me to go to this repo and do a npm I. So npm I is done, npm install is done. So now what I'm going to do is I will open this in the VS Code. Okay, now before going through the source code, I will just do a little bit of sanity check that it is working fine. So I will run npm run dev. So npm run dev, because as per documentation it says that it is using the white uh, like white setup, not webpack. So if we go to the this command will be available in here, dev, npm run dev, it will add the white. So if we go to this URL, we will see this screen. So that this is the basic boilerplate. So there are some folders and file node modules, which is obvious, to contain node module, run npm library src at assets. It will contain this icon, then app module.css, app.tsx, index.css, index.ts. So index.ts is it is the starting point, and index.html. So the structure is similar to React, at least in terms of the syntax. So what it starts is index.ts. It starts from here, import the solidjs /web. So they have a is importing from web and root. Now it is checking this if there is any root or not, then it is going to render it. Now in the render, it is going to the app, which is app.tsx, and first it imports the component type, and it shows the return, and it shows everything here. So what I will do is like okay, let me open this one in a separate browser first. I'll copy this URL. I will open it in my Mozilla Firefox, so that the prevent some switching, app switching. So now if you do some hot reload, like I will remove this logo itself. See, the logo has gone. So like, so everything is working fine. Now what I will do is that I will try to make some git commit, so that anyone can refer to this git repo, and I will later. So I will do something like git add to initialize it first. So this is the initial commit, and like so like one thing is that I think that already it should be known that that I'm using TypeScript, so that the code writing becomes a like very like elegant. Set the like ground here for a basic like check. Like the thing is like React and SolidJs have some basic foundation, which is that it is component based architecture. The thing is that what SolidJs so the thing with like this component based architecture is like everything is like in a single component source. So this is a single, everything is single component, like this app. So if you see here, this is a single app, like for and like single component. Now inside this component you can have multiple children, so child one, then I will write child 2. So like what will happen is that we can like make some condition like that child 1 will be removed, so like then the child 2 can also be removed. So but ultimately there is only one component, only one component. So whatever we take, like whatever code we write inside app, we can split it into, we can have one component, one child component, or thousands of child component, but they will be ultimately wrapped inside a single parent. So that is the basic fundamental of this kind of web applications of React and Solid. Okay. This should also be known at this point, like these are the syntax is called JSX, like JavaScript XML. So like it is very much easy to write, like it is basically a combination of like we bake the JavaScript and XML, sorry, JavaScript and HTML in a single file. So it looks like HTML, but it is actually another syntax called JavaScript XML. Now this basically what we will do is that first of all let's create a component, like let's do a component called nested. So I will write here return something like h1 nested. Now another thing is that how is this coming from, like app.module.css. so styles dot, like if you go here, everything is being coming from like the styling is coming from here, like app.css, like this is the file app.module.css /app ln center. So what I will do is that this is the next. Now if I save this file, I will and go to the browser, you will see nothing here. Why it is nothing? Because we are not using this, because like we are not using this. So VS Code is smart, is shows a like a disabled kind of, like it shows nested is declared but its value is never read. So what we can do is that to replace this thing, we'll just type this, and now we don't need to import it because it is on the same file like app.tsx. But generally what we do, we will create a separate folder out of it. So if we I save it, see the entire UI is changed. Now if we see inspect this one, id root, like which is the this id root is this one index. This is one concept which is this is the concept nesting, which is a basic, it's a basic learning. Now I will go through the concept of signals in SolidJs. So signal is specific to like a SolidJs feature, one of the features of one of the core features of SolidJs, which is signals. So what I will do, I have removed that concept. So what I will, so the signals are the cornerstone of reactivity in Solid. So basically what it does is that like from anyone coming from the React world, it is basically like similar to UseState, but it is a very highly uh, like optimized version of like UseState. What I can say is that suppose there is a to use the signal, I can use I have to use the createSignal method. So I import, like it is similar like createSignal. Now I will do is createSignal, and I will say here that initial value. So one of the benefits of thing of this using TypeScript in general is that we get to know about the like library very like in a very good way. Like it will say, okay, this is the createSignal, this is the value, and these are the options. Now I will say that we will get a counter. So the first one is, so similar to React, it shows a it returns the value, and it shows the setter count, then set count. Now what I will do is that I will try to make some folders. Folder one is called components. And like just name it counter.tsx. So what I can do is const counter counter. So better to copy it from here to here, and it will be showing me an error. So what I will do, I will copy this and paste it in here and code this. Now what I will do is like I will create a counter, and like I will display the counter, and I will show a button. So to div will show a button. Decrement, and I will use the here, use it in here. I will remove the nested. If I do this, if I do control then space, control and the space button in Windows, I will be able to import it. I don't need this nested now. So what I will also do, don't need this count, it will be handled in the counter. So app renders the is a counter is child of this app. So whatever, so it has been, I think some issue in Mozilla Firefox maybe, but it shows okay. Now it's showing one time. Now what I will do is that I will just show a paragraph like count, then count. So one difference that you can see is that the value, it is one difference with React is that this count is a not a value. It just like you will in React it will be the count value will be like the count will be 0, but in Signal it is a getter function. Now the thing is that why it is needed. Now the it is needed so that getter, so that the this is because so that the framework, that is SolidJs, needs to keep track of where the signal is read so that it can update things immediately accordingly. So now it says counter. Now if I go here, see the count is 0. If I click on button, nothing is happening because we are not doing anything with the button. So what we can do is on click, we can do set count and then get the current value +1. Now we will copy the same thing for decrement also, but I will change the logic here to -1. Now what we will do, what we will see here is that increment it, decrement it is in minus. Okay, so this is the concept of like createSignal. It returns like an array where the first is a getter function and then another is a setter function.